Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. It is Friday, and hey, we've got reception out here. How about that? Good golly, we've got some internet broadcast power. And folks, it's a cringe world. It really is. You know, we've made it through this week. It's been an incredibly difficult week on a lot of different levels, but I don't think we've even, well, I guess we've scratched the surface, but it's going to get crazier, and it's going to get cringier, and it's going to get clownier. Yes, clowns. These clowns out here, they literally, you know, when we say cringe, I mean, I'm talking about, it just makes you go, good golly, these people are real. The mainstream media actually thinks you believe them. They actually believe themselves. There's an MSNBC reporter on the news, on the air, on live broadcasting, and the reporter's referring to the fact that Kamala Harris and Nancy Pelosi and the Democrat Party booted Joe Biden, and then, you know, they're proud of that, what they did, and then they're bragging that it's good for democracy. Good for their democracy. Democracy is code for what they want and what they believe in at any given moment. I think that's becoming quite apparent. Anything they believe and that they can make happen, well, that's democracy. So anytime you do something that is against their beliefs, well, that is destroying democracy. That's why anything Trump says, they consider an attempt to destroy their democracy. Can you believe that? Right? Words don't have meanings. It's their feelings. That's really where these people go, folks. It is all about their feelings. Truly incredible what they think. But they can't help themselves. The other day, or the other evening rather, Trump sat down, invited Elon Musk to his Twitter X room to have a conversation. Not an interview, but a conversation. And the left went nuts. Like, their responses were comical. They were so afraid that Trump would say something that people might like to hear. Of course, that destroys democracy. Once again, democracy is what the Democrats want at any time. Really has nothing to do with the dictionary or encyclopedic terminology of democracy or any other governmental term. It's just what they want. So they complained and bitched and whined and moaned and pissed and moaned. I believe they have over 1 billion total views. That's incredible. The whole world is interested in what Trump says. And they complained and complained and complained. Kamala did. But lo and behold, you know, Elon Musk invited her for a conversation. And she absolutely ran away like a terrified chicken. Right? Chicken Mala was her nickname now. It's incredible. She ran away because she knows she cannot have a conversation. She is unlikable. Just listening to her talk makes my skin crawl. And then when she laughs, I think I would rather have a confrontation with a Bigfoot again than to deal with her ever. Right? At least Bigfoot, I have some idea what it's about. This fucking Kamala is an evil thing. So instead, she and Tim Walz. That's Twinkle Toes Timmy, right? Tampon Timmy. Timmy the communist, she sat down with him in a well, it's supposed to be some sort of friendly setting. It almost looked like a dungeon to me, some kind of dank basement. In any event, they sat down for a talk. And if you ever heard, and I haven't, I just can't imagine. What if you put an idiot savant together with someone who has the IQ of 50 and asked them to have a conversation? They ended up talking about taco recipes. Taco recipes. White guy tacos. I'm like, what do you mean? Why? Who cares? But I guess the Democrats are very excited about this, folks. They're very excited about this. And then he bragged. And then, see, there's no fact, there's no truth, there's no substance to these people. What they're used to doing for the last, I think, 30 years is providing a sound bite, especially the last 25 years, a sound bite. That is, they'll blab a bunch, the news will pick out one or two interesting sounds, quick phrases. And that is what they consider to be news and to be, worthy of interest. There's no conversation there. There's no back and forth and the sharing of intellectual ideas and the development of thought, which is, that's what the intelligent mind is supposed to be able to do. Pick a topic and intelligently discuss it. Well, they can't do that, right? So he tried. They lie. They make shit up. So apparently, Twinkle Toes Timmy, I couldn't listen to it, folks. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Couldn't do it. Anyways, what ended up happening is he tried saying he won a taco contest, and his recipe had no spices. That sounds a lot like just his personality. But how do you win a food making contest unless you actually have spices in there, right? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. In other words, there's no substance there. There's nothing. There really is nothing. And it's going to continue to be that. And the media is going to continue to call it something. But just the incredible lack of substance. And we're going to be told that's going to carry them. They literally believe they can win this election. All I can believe is, and all I can understand, is that they think inside their little heads that they can win. In fact, they're now calling and saying that they can take Texas and Florida. Okay, they can win Texas and Florida. What makes them think that? Literally, where did they come up with that idea? The only thing I can imagine is that they think they can cheat so effectively that they can win Texas and Florida. In Florida, just the other day, the Republican Party announced that they have 1 million more registered voters than Democrats have in the state of Florida. With the unbridled enthusiasm for the J.D. Vance coupled with Donald Trump, the enthusiasm for that is incredible. There is no enthusiasm for the Harris scumbag, pedophile, criminal. In fact, this guy, they're still trying to figure out how to explain this guy's record. Drunk driving, stolen valor. He's a communist. I mean, he's a communist. He is an absolute piece of shit. And I don't know of anybody who's excited by him. I mean, I guess there are some Democrats who are genuinely excited by this ticket because Democrats want authoritarian control, and Kamala will give it to them. She is such a dunderhead. I mean, it hurts. I'll give you this one last example, and then I'll sign off and continue driving through zero dark. Is she mimicked, she copied, she duplicated Trump's claim that she wants to eliminate taxes on tips, because Trump talked about that and it was a big hit. So she did too. But just yesterday, she came out in some sort of public speaking and took credit for, openly exclaimed that she was the deciding vote on taxing tips and turning the IRS and agents loose on waitresses and bartenders to collect those tips and force them to be paid. As if, that was made her feel really good. She's gonna put a lot more government power out there to go after and get that money. Well, which is it? You want people to not be taxed, or you're proud of the fact that you're scaring the shit out of people by hiring more agents? Well, like I said, they don't know what they're doing. They're just saying a bunch of shit and hoping for some good sound bites on the news, and that's their campaign. Folks, that's no way to run a country. It's no way to run a railroad. It's no way to run a popsicle stand. But here we are, 2024. It's going to get a lot crazier. I'll see you zero dark 30 right now, and then later we're going to do the Friday free for all. I'll see you then.